Hey guys, everybody. I'd like to thank everybody for checking my channel out, and I'm going to leave you some links in the description, and hopefully that works. If it doesn't, I'll pin it in. I'll pin it in comments. But uh, YouTube's been real censorshipy about uh, comments lately, and the description seems to be fine for me anyway. For some people, they need pinned comments, but just me and Skunk here, and Monkey says hi, and the bat, he likes to hide, so you might not have seen him, but yeah, I got stuffed animals. They keep me company. Anyway, but as well as my wall here. So there's a little bit about my background, a little political, a little metaphysical, some Star Wars stuff. Basically, here's my room, and I'll do a video for you guys telling you about myself, or you can just go back and watch some of my earlier videos on other platforms. If you're wondering why I don't have a lot of content up on where you're viewing me now, is because my two main channels got taken down because of medical misinformation, and we all know why. Because it's the truth coming out, and they're trying to censor it. On the LMPs that are in the VAXs, so and and then really it started. My research into that started back in December with a video called Vax Facts with a COVID clause, where I dress up as COVID clause. But my channel, Not Your Father's Country, on YouTube used to be Dark 30 Report, which was it was dark satire. It was done with Halloween masks and costumes, and those videos are still there on Not Your Father's Country if you want to see them. And just some stuff I did last winter off the top of my head and everything. But anyway, I'm fixing to take me a hot shower and relax for posting. I I I got a news website called Deep State Watchdogs for everybody that doesn't know, and I'll post a link to the homepage so you guys can see the homepage and work. You can work through to the news feed through the tabs if you want. And check out the news feed and subscribe. Subscribing's free. It's an ad-free news site. Me and my buddy Stranger, he's a Iraqi war veteran. Me and him try and keep the news going 24/7. He does most of the day stuff, and I get up at usually most times if I'm not feeling bad. If whether it's my neck or stomach problems or bowel problems, whatever. Or I'm fucked up or something. I'm sleeping. Which I don't. I used to get fucked up every fucking day. I used to be an alcoholic. So where I'm at now in life is pretty. There's a lot calmer than what I used to be running around in my 20s and 30s, hitting every bar, singing karaoke, and going into credit card debt, and yeah, I was trouble. I was pretty bad trouble. Um, I have changed that. I did some path working back in uh 2018, and yeah, the path working you hear about, left hand path working, because prior to that I had been a light worker for many years on Facebook, and then I got into the earthquakes and stuff, and fracking activism, and I got the Guy earthquake swarm down in Guy, Arkansas. Uh, the injection wells, I got them shut down anyway, and little conference call with the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. I'm the guy why they have distance regulations on frack and injection wells to our nuclear power plants. That's me. That's why. If there's any regulation at all on whatever state you're in to them, that's why there are distance drilling regulations on frack wells and injection wells for oil and gas. Is Mr. Joseph Walker here? Yeah, did that. Yeah, sure, certainly did. I got the fucking letter here confirming the. And I've showed it in videos, so my people have seen it. They can confirm. But you know, I gotta give credit like that to like people like Dutch Sense, that did all the footwork, and that other guy that's got the Weather Wars website, the uh, the the map. I can't remember. It eludes me every time I try and reference him. But you all know what I'm talking about. He was one of the earliest in the game, along with Weather Wars 101 and Dutch Sense, that was calling out all these, things causing seismicity and whatnot, and earthquake machines, all this stuff, which led me into finding out about CERN and all this stuff. And really, the main person I attribute all this stuff, me getting into all this at the age of 11, really, the metaphysics, the occult, the science, and everything, tying it all together, is my father. He was the main guy that did that. He died in 2015, but he's still up there on my wall, and we talk in the dreamland and stuff sometimes. Lay carpet still. I'm an ex flooring installation specialist and a cook. Not a meth cook, but I wish. But a line prep cook. I ran my grandma's restaurant when I was a teenager, and I can barbecue real good and everything like that. I can cook hay up and make it taste like like a chef salad for you if you want, but cow manure included. Yeah, I can do wonderful things, but just a little video for you guys to catch up with who I am, what I do. And I'm, like I said, I'm disabled, and physically and mentally. Got a herniated disc in the bottom of my spine with a spina bifida above it, and been losing feeling in my legs here lately since January, and every once in a while it'll get pinched, and there's ain't no feeling there. And then I got dry eye in my left eye here from years and years of smoking marijuana, and I finally quit that, and pretty much, except for here this week I had a couple tokes because of my neck, and it sure did help. But there Leah, my Australian contact's messaging me about something. Just a little bit about me is all. I'm doing okay now. I really need to buy me if I could get the money up, which isn't, I can't without donations or whatever, but I'll leave my PayPal link too, because it's about getting time where I need some more coffee and tobacco here in a week or two. Yeah, I'm on disability, and they don't pay white guys much. I only get about $800, and I pay the mortgage around here in this house with me and my mom and my son, and he pays what my son pays what he can, the internet and his car payment and all that stuff. But my mom picks up all the rest of the bills with her check, and so we just barely get by. We go to the food bank for food, and when that dries up, I don't know. We got garden stuff. We got canned green beans and some jelly, and thank God we got a deep freezer to keep stuff in. But You know, if we run out of electricity, we'll be in the same boat everybody else here in town is. Because India just some news here. India just warned that their electrical grid might get shut down. So there's something to this here. Something to this here. And was it Libya? Was it Libya or no? Over there in the Middle East, they're having problems with the electrical grid, and probably they're saying they're restoring it, but it'll probably eventually cascade. But that possibly have to do with uh, our solar weather and the protection that CERN, that the Large Hadron Electromagnetic Collider thing, laser beam, is capable of protecting us from space weather. Let's just say that, just in general, space weather. But it's also capable of doing what we fear it is doing, as the click facilities causing earthquakes and stuff like that. And then today we get another video of what seems to be, or could be classified as, an alien life form or a fallen angel. What it is, if you want to sum it up, it's the fallen trying to manifest in physical form through us as being hosts. And that's all in the roll up your sleever and stuff from that French scientist that put that out there. Off-grid desert farm with was it Paul and Irene, or Paul and Adrian, or whatever. It's got the video on that, and he's over on Rumble and Odysee if they take that video down on YouTube. So, what we're looking at, and the whole simulated, the whole perception of there being a simulated reality, and you being able to jump in and out of it, and almost not being able to distinguish from the two. This all ties together. The CERN, the roll up your sleever, the everything, the extraterrestrial, the fallen angel invasion, or attempted invasion. This is all happened prior in history. Now our history is very occluded and filled with bullshit that a lot of people believe. And you ask one person, a lot of people don't even know their history. They're just living in the now, and that could be you could see that on like Mark Dice when he does his little polls, and that's in California. Of course, those people are fucking just a lot of them are just, woo, fucking not here, dude. They're in the now. They're in the now. They're aware, but they just have no, just like whatever kind of education they are giving out there in California land, and I wouldn't put my child through. And I'm lucky my kid got out of school, graduated right at the time they were starting to implement all this woke stuff and this reverse racism. I don't even want to say the word they're using with it, the phrase they're using with it, because I don't want to get flagged on this particular video here with that, because it was a big concept that came up today, people battling about it. And the Justice Department, is, we're getting a lot of attention, a lot of misinformation from both sides about a lot of things. And if you get a good myriad subscription base on all these platforms that are taking in all this information, you're not working because of COVID or whatever, and you're just waking up to a lot of this stuff. sometimes you just have to turn it off because it'll get too much for you. Save the next steps of investigation or whatever for people like me that are seasoned, people like Monograph, um, people like Paul, people like Steve Banoon, Israeli News. Some of them are, when we're presented with something new and horrific and mind-blowing and spectacular, we have learned, now I have in the past freaked out a few times on certain things, live in fact, but if I freak out because somebody's more morally or ethically done something injustifiable, but those lines are going to get blurred pretty quick. And I just suggest, if everything becomes too much for you, go out in the backyard and ground or whatever you do, take a nap or something, and just put all that stuff aside and come back to it later. The news and my channel and other people. If your mind's getting blown and you feel like you're in a simulation or something, and there's something showing you everything you're being shown through your technology, it's probably because it is happening. I'll tell you that right now. And one is, you have control over that. Don't think these other people have control, these other things have control over you, because you are allowing that attempted manipulation to manifest through what you're seeing, and to alter your perception. Like if you smoke some marijuana or something, some hallucinogens or whatever, this simulation perception, I call it, is going to show through a lot more prevalent in certain situations, or in times of reverse meditation. And that would mean you are focused in on the phone and the news. You're not looking within. You are looking outside of yourself for answers to questions from within. You get me? And so you are going to perceive this simulation. All of us are. All of us have at one point in time. A lot of us have different recorded memories of things, i.e. the Mandela effect on a lot of things that we remember about similar things in the collective that are Mandela affected, like the Bible's lion and wolf thing and some other things in the Bible, and the original Mandela effect, Nelson Mandela dying in the 80s, and really here he is, comes up and dies in, what was it, they said 2009 or something, and really died in 89. I remember, as I recall. That was a big thing in high school. Going into high school, it was just right after Mandela had died. I remember that. I do. So, I mean, y'all alien motherfuckers could fool some of the people some of the time, but not us motherfuckers that know the real story. Peace out, motherfuckers. Mr. Mission Control's out of here.